In physics, we attempt to explain diverse physical phenomena in terms of few concepts and law. So what do we try to do? So there are a variety of things that are happening in physical world, and we try to explain those things in few concepts and laws. So we make some laws that will try to explain many of the phenomena. The effort is to see the physical world as manifestation of some universal law in different domains and conditions. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to see physical world as there are some universal laws that are governing those conditions. For example, so here is an example. Same law of gravitation given by Newton. So we have law of gravitation describes the fall of an apple on the ground, the motion of the moon around the earth, and the motion of planets around the sun. So three things could be explained only by the simple law, that is law of gravitation. How does an apple fall on the ground? How does the moon move around the sun? And how do the planets move around the sun? So these three things can be explained by a simple law. Similarly, basic law of electromagnetism govern all electrical and magnetic phenomena. So in class 12th we will study about more about basic law of electromagnetism. These laws were given by Maxwell. So these are called Maxwell equation. So Maxwell was also a very brilliant scientist. So these laws govern all electric and magnetic phenomena that are happening. The attempts to unify fundamental forces of nature reflect the same quest for unification. So same thing we will see when we will try to unify the fundamental forces of nature. So that we will discuss. A related effort is to derive the properties of bigger, more complex systems from the properties and interactions of its constituent simpler parts. So, another type of work is that when we try to relate the properties of a very complex system, big system, from the properties of a simple system, simpler parts. This approach is called reductionism. So second approach is called reductionism, when we try to explain a more complex system in parts of smaller systems, and is at the heart of physics. This is also a fundamental theory. For example, the subject of thermodynamics developed in the 19th century deals with bulk system in terms of macroscopic quantities such as temperature, internal energy, entropy, etc. So we will study thermodynamics which was developed in 19th century. This deal with very big systems. Bulk means big systems, but what are the quantities associated with that are temperature, internal energy, entropy, etc. Subsequently, the subject of kinetic theory and statistical mechanics interpreted these quantities in terms of the properties of molecular constraint of the bulk system. So what does kinetic theory did? Kinetic theory look at the molecular picture and describe these things in molecular constituents of the bulk system. That means we know that everything is made of molecules. So in kinetic theory or in statistical system, these things are described in by molecular properties of their molecular constituents. In particular, the temperature was seen to be related to the average kinetic energy of the molecule of the system. So here they are saying that what is temperature? Temperature is nothing but average kinetic energy of the molecules. So let us understand what they are trying to say. Suppose we have a box. So we can measure its temperature. We can measure the temperature of the box. So this temperature measurement is the macroscopic property. That means we can measure the temperature of the box as a whole. But how does this temperature arise? So when we look at its constituents are molecules, and molecules are moving here and there. So since they are moving, there is some kinetic energy associated with that. So with that kinetic energy, there is a friction, and this friction or this scattering gives rise to temperature. So the average kinetic energy of the molecules give rise to this temperature. So what we did, we look at the molecular picture, all the constituents, small parts, and then we come to a bigger picture of the bulk or a complex system to a macroscopic quantity, which is temperature. So here we see how does the kinetic energy of small molecules gives rise to the temperature of a box. Scope and excitement of physics. Now what is the scope? We can get some idea of a scope of physics by looking at its various subdisciplines. So there are various subdisciplines. Basically there are two type of domains of interest, macroscopic and microscopic. So first let us understand what is macroscopic, what is microscopic. Macroscopic, where we deal with large systems. Large means everyday systems. Large does not mean that we are dealing with a very big system. Everyday systems are macroscopic systems, and another type of systems are microscopic systems. Electron, proton, neutron, on those kind of systems are called microscopic systems or molecular systems. So everyday systems are macroscopic systems, and electron, proton, neutron molecules are microscopic systems. The macroscopic domain includes phenomena at the laboratory, terrestrial and astronomical scales. So that means what is macroscopic scale? All that we see in laboratory, around us, and at the astronomical scale, that is macroscopic. The microscopic domain includes atomic, molecular and nuclear kind of phenomena. So when we goes to very small things, so microscopic levels comes out. Classical physics deals mainly with macroscopic phenomena. So that we have already discussed what is the classical physics. Classical physics or classical mechanics deals with the everyday life, but it fails when we try to describe the small systems. Then we need quantum mechanics, and include subjects like, so what are the subjects associated? Mechanics, electrodynamics, optics and thermodynamics. Mechanics, founded on Newton's law of motion and the law of gravitation, is considered with motion of particles, rigid and deformable bodies and general system of particles. So mechanics founded on Newton's law of motion. So how did mechanics was founded? By Newton's law of motion and the law of gravitation. So what we study in this, so mechanics was founded by laws of motion and laws of gravitation. These are two basic principles, and it is concerned, that means in this we study motion of particles, rigid and deformable bodies, general system of particles, that we study in this discipline. We will see later the propulsion of a rocket by a jet ejecting gases, propagation of water waves or sound waves in air, the equilibrium of a bent rod under the load, etc. are problems of mechanics. So this is what we study in mechanics. What are the general problems? How does a rocket move? How does the waves propagate in water? How does a rod bend under the load? These are some problems in the mechanics that we deal. So this is mainly concerned about mechanics. Electrodynamics deal with electric and magnetic phenomena. So you have heard that when we take a nail and just pass electricity in a coiled wire, so it will become magnetic. So what does electrodynamics do? Electrodynamics deal with these type of phenomena associated with charge and magnetic bodies, that means electric and magnetism. Its basic laws were given by Coulomb, Oersted. So who did the basic laws of this electrodynamics? Coulomb, Oersted, Ampere and Faraday. Coulomb, Oersted, Ampere and Faraday, and encapsulated by Maxwell in his famous set of equations. So electrodynamic laws was given by Coulomb, Oersted, Ampere and Faraday, and but the problem was these were separate laws. So what did Maxwell did? Maxwell unified these laws. Maxwell unified these laws in a famous set of his equations, which are called Maxwell equations. The motion of a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. So how does the motion of a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field, thus response of a circuit to an AC voltage, the working of an antenna, the propagation of radio waves in the ionosphere, etc. These are the problem of electrodynamics. That means we are dealing with the charge and magnetism. So till now we are dealing with electrodynamics and mechanics. Mechanics is generally concerned about how the things move, what are the forces on that. Electrodynamics mainly deals with the how there is some charge and how does that charge move, what are the magnetic properties and how the electromagnetic waves are associated with these things.